resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the atoms. Good evening to the Eves. This is the Black Pill Podcast, Ninja. Yes, sir. And yeah, we got we got an interesting show today, man. We got an interesting show, man. Sean Diddy Combs has officially been sentenced to 50 months in prison.
What the hell? Oh my God! No
Yes, sir.
way.
Yes, sir. And the question is, should he have walked free? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let me pull myself up. Where we at? Hold up. I'm gonna pull myself up. Hold up. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. We in here, Ninja. Gang. What's up, everybody? Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hey, man, first off, before we get started, we got a couple things to discuss. Quick disclaimers. Everything that you see is for social media purposes and social media commentary only. Don't shoot the messenger, Ninja. Hold up. Let me fix this camera. Why it look like that? I don't know. Yeah, don't shoot the messenger, man. Hey, man, I'm just trying to do my thing. You know what it is. Let me do me while you do you. Past that, we do dark humor on the show. It's the dark days going on right now. It's October. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yes, sir. With that being said, yeah, we do dark humor on this show. Shout out to everybody new that make their way to my page. Hit the like button. Let us know what you think in the comment section. I can see you, okay? I can see you. But besides the point, yeah, man, quick thing before we get started. First off, congratulations are in order to the Black Pill Podcast and everybody that support us. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You know, we monetized. We officially hit 5,000 hours of watch time the other day. So shout out to everybody that make their way to my page and watch us for like 2 to 3 minutes. So, you know, we officially got a little show. You know, we're affecting the world. Shout out to the Atom Effect. Shout out to the core. Shout out to the resistance. Yeah. So what I was gonna say. Yeah, you guys are gonna see ads. You're gonna see the ads now. You know, we made it. It's time to put this thing on autopilot. You know, niggas can't donate. Niggas don't want to donate. Well, at least we get a little bit of a bag. Y'all know what it is, man. Watch them 30 seconds to a minute or whatever the case may have you. And you know what you do. Do what you do.
Right now, I'm in the process of deciding whether or not I'm gonna keep the ads on during stream or put them afterwards. We'll see how it goes. Past that, yeah, you're gonna see ads. Hey man, just get with it. Like I said, we got a poll in the chat today. Shout out to all the platforms. We streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, Kick, and X Ninja. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, we got a poll in the chat, man. The question is, chat, do you think Diddy received a fair trial and verdict? Vote and tell us what you think. And the answer choices are as followed. Option 1, no, the judge was biased. Option 2, yes, this is a message to abusers. Option 3, Cassie should have got time too. And option 4, justice is gray. Let us know what you think in the comment section. And like I said, Diddy's the main event. Before we get there, we have a couple things to discuss. Like I said, shout out to everybody that's new here. For those of you who are new here, we discuss the hip-hop industry. We try to peel back that veil that everybody has over the hip-hop industry, the music industry, of course. But we touch on entertainment industries as well. So you may see me talk about streamers, current events, and news. Just the things that are hip right now, the things I feel like you need to know, and also news for the unemployed, Ninja. Okay? News for the unemployed. So if you like to be entertained by a dark-skinned gentleman who's pretty decent looking, if I do say so myself, hey man, you came to the right place. Like I said before we get started, man, like I said, quick disclaimer, not to repeat myself, but don't shoot the messenger. It's all love. Shout out to the BBWs. Hold up, where's my tuba? Shout out to the big girls. Yeah.
You need to leave.
Yeah. Shout out to the big girl. All right, man, let's get started. That's always an easy one to do. Shout out to the big girl. Hey, it's a lot of big women out here. Shout out to the big, beautiful women. It's crazy because, well, never mind. That's besides the point. All right, let's get started, man. Let's get started. Like I said, everybody got the same social media, but we all have different algorithms. This is a bit of my algorithm and my fan bases. Shout out to the core. And if y'all want to reach out to us and give us videos to react to, of course we'll do so. Send them my way. Send them to my email or whatever the case may have you. Now, first things first. I guess we have lawyers discussing everything. Like I said, Diddy took over the internet. Very pivotal case, people. This was a very pivotal case. I told you guys yesterday that this will affect how monetized relationships are going to work. And when I say monetize, I mean pay for play relationships. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, if you're in here, put a 1 in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah, Ninja. Looks like you can't pay. Well, let me not say that, okay? Let me not say that.
You need to leave.
All right, so first things first. Like I said, Diddy's the main event, but we'll start here since it's the first thing on the screen. We have Diddy's lead attorney talking about their next moves after the 4-year prison sentence. We're already starting to draft the appeal. So yeah, they're probably gonna appeal and try and get a retrial, and then say he was try and get this trial. Like I said, appeal and get a retrial. Let's just start there before anything. Even then, past that, if he gets time served, I gotta go look into it, but I'm pretty sure he'll be out in 2 years based off of everything, because he's a drug addict, right? Technically, by association or on paper. So if he's a drug addict and he's addicted to drugs, if he gets into these programs, they'll probably give him leniency because, good time or being a good person while you're in the penitentiary. Shout out to all them ninjas in the pen, Ninja. I've never been there, so I don't know how it works. And shout out to my friends who are lawyers and attorneys or my associates, because we don't really talk no more. Besides the point, let's listen to Diddy's lead attorney talking about their next moves. Here we go.
We're going to, over the weekend, figure out what the best place is for Sean to go. Ask the judge to make that as a recommendation. And we're already starting drafting the appeal.
Thank you.
Thanks guys.
Reference to what happened.
Hold up.
Today.
So yeah, like I said, the judge sentenced Diddy to 4 years behind bars in the sex trafficking case. Before we get there, let's discuss a bit of the industry and let's see what's popping off right now in the world. Let me see. First things first, condolences are in order to John Jones. John Jones' brother, the former NFL defensive lineman Arthur Jones, recently passed away. Sad situation, bro. Sad situation. Now, I don't know the cause of death, but let me see what the comments say. Comments say, I think you're giving light to your blah, blah, blah. They're not really saying anything. Like I said, condolences to him and his family. Yeah, man, it's tough to lose a family member, especially your brother and or sister, whatever the case may have you, whoever you have. So yeah, prayers to him. And for those of you who don't know who John Jones is a UFC fighter. He's pretty good from what I've seen. I think he won a couple medals in different weights, in different weight classes. So he's a pretty good fighter, but still a sad situation. We got We got Taina, what's this girl name? Shout out to Ayo. We got Ayo in the building. What's up, Ayo? Oh shit, Ayo said don't shout her out. Damn. My bad, Ayo. I accidentally shot you out. Ayo, I hope you know we can all see you. So if you say don't shout me out, we can see you. So I just shouted you out. My bad. Next time I got you, I won't shout you out. My fault. Hey, and shout out to everybody that's in our memberships. We have another member that joined the court today. And shout out to everybody that's in the memberships. Like I said, guys, I'm going to start putting out private content for there. Now, I don't mean no crazy stuff, okay? I just mean content that'll probably help you guys. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to put out, I wouldn't say motivational content. I'm going to say the information that I know, right? I have a lot of information. For those of you who don't know, I'm a jack of all trades, so I've had a multitude of jobs. You know, I've had a job as a truck driver. Shout out to the drivers. If you see a driver, say thank you, driver. You feel me? I used to do financial planning. I have different licenses, security license, like I said, CDL license, insurance license. So I have a lot of information in this brain of mine. So yeah, I think when it comes to the memberships, I'm gonna give those guys that kind of information and give them some of the tips and tricks I use to survive out here in these streets. The only way you get that information, like I said, man, you got to join our memberships. Shout out to the Adam Effect and shout out to the Core. Back to the show, people. Right now we got I don't know how to pronounce this girl's name, but we got G Herbo's girlfriend or baby mama. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow the ninja, but shout out to Chirac. Shout out to Chirac. Okay? Shout out to Chirac. We got G Herbo's girlfriend saying that she's not feeling his braids and she thinks he might be going through something. Yeah, that ninja going through a midlife crisis. It happens to the best of us. Gentlemen, we're all going to get here at one point. Here we go.
We need to talk about this. This right here.
It's with your best interest.
It's gotta go.
So
it's the world against you right now.
I should cut her for real?
Yes.
Really? They don't even look bad though.
Like, what are you going through?
I don't know. I just wanted to try it.
You just want to be young again.
Midlife crisis. Yeah, midlife crisis. Yeah, hey, gentlemen, hey, guys, should I grow my hair back? Should I grow my hair back? For those of you who don't know, I'm bald under here. Yeah, I have my hair. I cut it off. I got the locks, though. I got the locks in the bag. Should I grow it back? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'll grow it back and just reattach them and continue from there. But I'm not going to throw it away because it took me time to grow those. If you know, you know. Having locks is a journey. But yeah, shout out to them. You know, they in the bed and stuff and doing the nasty and stuff like that. Yeah. They doing the nasty and stuff like that. Anyways, more industry news. We got Coi Leray dancing and showing us her body after she recently dropped her baby. Here we go. Now, I would play the music, but, you know, I can't play the music, guys, because I'm going to get copyrighted. Maybe I'll play my own music. She could dance to my music. Here we go. So this is her shaking her butt. I'm filibustering right now. I know that sucks because I know you guys want to hear the music, but maybe I'll do it. Shout out to YouTube. Free use, YouTube. Free use.
You broke.
Hold
act
up.
like you know, nigga, act like you know.
Yeah.
They should have never let a bitch through the dope.
Oh.
Chanel tag spent 100 bands on my clothes. You'll
Yeah.
never hit this pussy if you broke.
Woo! You heard it here first. You'll never hit that kitty if you broke. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, back in the day, you know, now I'm feeling the dark skinned women, but I used to be on the light skins. You know, I had a girlfriend that was Puerto Rican. You know, I had a girlfriend that was Cuban. You know, I've had different types of women. Not too much though. Not too much. I know people paying close attention, but it's like I said, man. Hey, she looking good. Shout out to Coi Leray. And shout out to Trippie Redd in case I ever meet that ninja. No disrespect, Trippie. You know, ninjas a die behind a baby mother, okay? Ninjas a die behind a baby mother, and also ninjas a die behind the girl that they into. So you got to be careful out here, gentlemen. You can't just say whatever you want. Freedom of speech is not free. Let's see what the comments say. Comments say she's been cringing me out lately. These are the ladies, by the way. This new generation is crazy. When I had my baby, I could barely eat, drink, and the thought of anything sexual was repulsive. Oh, man. Girl, go take care of your baby. So overly freaked out. Always got her legs open, like have some respect, some self-respect. Why post the first clip if you was gonna mention her kid? That new mom body you got after having your baby is sexy if you just embrace it. Y'all let certain girls get away with anything, cause let this be another new mom. There would already be 1,000 comments on this post and none positive. I'll be noticing. Hey, gentlemen, well, ladies, let me give y'all some game. I mean, the ladies know. Gentlemen, pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle. Shout out to the Adams. Gentlemen, if you didn't know, those comments alone should let you know that pretty privilege is a real thing. Shout out to all the pretty girls. And it sucks because it's like it's sometimes kind of like a reverse effect. So when a girl's, it's like a certain level of pretty. When a girl gets to a certain level of pretty, like unless you're the ninja that's dealing with her, because you know if you're the ninja that's dealing with her, you're gonna kind of want to be possessive. That doesn't mean you can be possessive, but you're gonna want to be possessive of her, right? Or the idea of her, but you can't be, because at the same time, you know, we live in a monetized society now. So it's hard to be possessive of a woman that's pretty. At the same time, I'm here to let you know, yeah, man, pretty privilege is a real thing, okay? If you ain't know, now you know, all right? If you ain't know, now you know. Pretty privilege is a real thing. So when it comes to pretty girls gonna get a pass almost 10 times out of 10. Like pretty girls, if you never really spoke to a pretty girl and picked her brain, you wouldn't understand. But pretty women live in a world that is unrealistic, okay? Shout out to the pretty girls. The world they live in. The world that they live in is unrealistic. So they'll say some mind-boggling shit and they'll keep bugging you about it because in their head, they're supposed to get what they want. Because if you don't get it for them, the sad reality is another ninja will get it for them. On top of that, shout out to the alphabet community and the LGBTQIA+. If you don't get it for them, guess what? Another woman will get it for them.
What the hell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, gentlemen, it's like that out here in these streets. So yeah, focus on the bag. You know, you'll lose 1,000 women. No, what was the saying? You'll lose money. You'll lose $1,000 chasing women, but you'll never lose 1,000 women chasing money. All right, let's continue. Hit the poll in the chat. Answer the poll in the chat and hit the like button. We got Ice Spice. We have Ice Spice, who launched her Twitch channel with her first stream featuring gymnast Sunny Lee and rapper BB Tricks. I have no idea who these people are, but shout out to Ice Spicy. Here we go.
This is my castle because I'm a princess.
Yeah. See, pretty privilege, guys.
And, oh, I got some baddie baddies with me. You ready?
Which me? Nah, I'm just playing. But hey, it's funny that I was just saying pretty privileged because I'm doing this off the top of the dome, guys. This is not scripted. Like, I'm making this off the top of my head in real time. So y'all should clap for me. Yeah. But no, in all actuality and reality, right? This is gonna be the proof or reinforce my point about what I just said about pretty privilege. Watch this. Or look closely.
This is BB.
They say they wanted a bop.
What? And this is Sunny. Say hi, everybody.
Oh,
Hey, chat.
Do you want to come to the...
So look. Shout out to Ice Spice. I mean, she got clout and shit. But look, this is what I'm saying. I've been doing this content for a year and some change, right? Right now, I got 77 followers on Twitch. Shout out to all my followers on Twitch. I see you. Right? Shout out to all my followers on Twitch. But now look, so Ice Spice, the first day she launched her Twitch channel, her first stream, she has 18,700 followers.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Now, like I said, I'm not comparing, I'm not sneak dissing, I'm not hating, I'm just aware. You feel me? That's why I say, gentlemen, pretty privilege is a thing. Shout out to all the, well, never mind, I'm not finna say that. Let me not say that.
You need to leave.
But if you didn't believe in pretty privilege, now you do. Let's continue.
The castle with us. Where's the ones in the chat?
Can y'all hear us?
I'm getting hella ones.
Okay.
So Ice Spice, what's up? What's up, little mama? You don't like the darkies? You don't like the darkies?
You need to leave.
Nah, I'm just playing. Here we go. Oh no. Yeah. So yeah, you know, they start dancing. You know, Ice Spice like to show her butt off to the world and let people know that she has a big booty. So she gonna start showing the thighs. Yeah, shake them thighs. I have to filibuster, guys, because like I said, I can't just play random music on my page no more. You know, we're monetized. Hold on, we got some more. And I guess these are her friends, and she likes to let them touch her booty. So you know, it's all good.
You need to leave.
It's all good. Don't be mad at me, Ninja. I ain't perving out, Ninja. It's not my fault that they posted on social media and I'm allowed to look, okay? Don't be mad at your boy. Don't be mad at your boy. All right? Don't be mad at your boy. All right, let's see what else is popping off in the industry as of right now. When I say the industry, I mean the entertainment industry. We have a quick Law and Order with Black Adam. Two things, actually. Two things before we get to the main event. First things first, we have the sneaker store Cool Kicks raided by LAPD. So the owner, Adil Shams, was arrested while live on stream. Yep.
You need to leave.
Official booking records to reveal that Shams was arrested by the LAPD's Bunko Forgery Agency. The division primarily handles cases linked to fraud, counterfeit goods, and similar offenses. And that's why I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Even me. I've said this before on my stream. I'm going to continue to say this. Question everything. Question everything until you have to question yourself. And at that point in time, you do some course correction. Excuse me, which is something we do on Wednesdays. If y'all want to come in and pull up, you know, you get some game. We're going to start bringing course correction back. But let's see what happened because, of course, they got the footage. And also, guys, shout out to all the criminals, right? Shout out to all the criminals. Shout out to all the criminals. Always remember, in today's day and age, like, I assume that I'm being watched at all times. I suggest you guys had the same sentiment. Now, I don't mean to, like, I'm not trying to fearmonger or make you uncomfortable. I'm just saying that so that way you guys be aware that when you commit these crimes, you're not getting over. You think you're getting over on people. You're not getting over. You think you're getting over on a company. You're not getting over. Here we go.
Chat.
What's up,
What the
Ninja?
fuck was that?
Oh.
Oh, wait. Germ said don't do that.
What's up?
What is that? Here? Chat? I don't know. What the fuck just happened? Did somebody swat us?
Who knows, Ninja?
I'll be back, chat. Was it really? It was a prank.
I thought they was finna arrest this Ninja. They ain't even arrest this Ninja. Damn, Ninja. Well, that was
Chat.
a dud. That was a dud. Goddamn. That was a dud. I thought they was really finna arrest him on camera so we could see some stuff that would traumatize us for days to come. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, in other news, more Law and Order with Black Adam. Hold up 1 second. We have Tyrese. Tyrese has turned himself in for animal cruelty after he's well, he actually just got released, but after his dogs killed somebody else's dog. Okay, Ninja? So earlier this week, it was revealed that authorities issued a warrant for Tyrese Gibson after his dogs were accused of attacking and killing another dog in his neighborhood. Yep. According to 11 Alive, Tyrese turned himself into Fulton County Jail on Friday at 5:59 a.m. He was officially charged with cruelty to animals and was later released after posting a $20,000 bond. As previously reported, before turning himself in, Tyrese issued a statement in response to the news of the warrant. At the time, he said to the family who lost their beloved pet, "Please know that I am praying for you, grieving with you, and will continue And will continue to face this tragedy with honesty, responsibility, and compassion." I mean, I don't know. What y'all want me to say, bro? What y'all want me to say? Because, I mean, if something happened to my dog, you feel me? If something happened to my dog, shout out to Melly. I'm looking at her right now. She sleep right there. You guys never hear her. My silent assassin. No pun intended, because of YNW Melly. But, yeah, man, if something happened to my dog, I think about it, right? I think about it like if somebody's dog attacks my dog, yeah, Ninja, they gotta, I can't say it. I can't say it on social media. I can't say it because I can't push that kind of energy, but it would not end nicely, and I will be suing. Well, shout out to Tyrese, though. Prayers for Tyrese, and really prayers to the family, because it's not easy to lose a dog. It's not easy to lose a dog that's a loved one. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say in that situation, but we're just giving you the update. At least he apologized. Some people wouldn't even apologize. Some crazy people out here. Let me see. This one, shout out to the ladies. Ladies, if you're in here, put a 1 in the chat.
Hello.
Now, ladies, I brought this one for you. You guys need to hear this. Here we go.
know what happened to me.
So this story right here is a crazy story, all right? Listen to this, ladies, for all the travelers. All of you ladies that travel, please listen to this. All right, so let me see. What do I tell you? Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so they didn't give too much information. I seen this video ahead of time. So in this situation, this lady was kidnapped while traveling with her friend. Here we go.
Just know I was trying to fight. I was fighting for my life. A grown-ass man. I was fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying?
We met best friends Mika and Queen at Mika's home in Montgomery County. They just got home Tuesday from what was supposed to be another one of their adventurous week-long vacations, this time to Tunisia. That's in northern Africa.
It was traumatizing. Like even here, like now, like she got her own house. I got my own place. We stayed together. Like we still scared because it's like, I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if y'all...
Mika says this past Saturday night, after returning from a club, she was drugged and kidnapped from her hotel after going to the lobby to get some tissues.
The next thing I remember, I'm in the back of a car.
Let's stop there. All right, so ladies, you see what I'm saying? Where I tell you, yeah, you know, we pop shit on here, but in all actuality, I mean, shout out to the women that find their way to my page. Y'all need to be careful, bro. In today's day and age, just because you live in America, shout out to the greatest country in the world, okay? Shout out to the greatest country in the world. Minus the bullshit of politics and, you know, the migrants. Shout out to La Migra and then migrants and whatever these ninjas talking about, right? Minus that, you guys have this perceived idea of security. And I mean, in America, you have that kind of security. When you travel to these other places outside of America, and I'm speaking from perspective at the same time, anecdotal evidence is not necessarily factual, but when you travel to these other places, you need to be mindful. You are a target. As an American citizen, you are a target, okay? Look, let me tell y'all something, right? Let me give you some game. Even your boy, I told y'all, 6'1", 260. We trying to drop weight, but I'm a big ass dude. Even me, I'm a target. Them ninjas could drug me, tie me up, and then after that, make me call my family and ask for ransom money, or else they start sending limbs, okay? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, this no game, bro. This ain't a game. Y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to find a way to get your own bottles. When y'all get your own bottles, make sure they're not open. Measure twice to cut once. Shout out to Charlemagne the God. He said that. Measure twice to cut once, ladies, when you travel out to these other countries. Because look, like I said, pretty privilege is a thing. If you a pretty girl, ninja. You need to be extra careful. You need to travel with people. Make sure you watch your back. Gentlemen, these women are here, but you know, you can learn from these women as well, because you could be in this position as well. You know, you ninjas, shout out to the passport bros and the passport girls trying to meet other people in other places. I know, ninja, I'm with it too. I would like that idea too. I like the idea of it, but at the same time, I'm unfortunately very, very realistic. And the reality of the situation is, y'all got to be careful out here in these streets, bro, because these people do not give a fuck. Excuse my French, it's Friday, so I'm gonna be a little loose today. No pun intended, but yeah, these ninjas do not give a fuck. These ninjas will make you disappear, okay? These people will make you disappear. These people are not your friends. When you are in other countries, I'm not saying they beefing with you, especially right now, though. Tensions is crazy right now, if you ain't know. Like, in everybody's psyche, shout out to PDJT, shout out to President Donald Trump, Code 47, ninja. Shout out to Code 47.
You need to leave.
Shout out to Code 47. But yeah, tensions is up right now, ninja. So you got to be extra mindful. So in the eyes of a lot of immigrants and other people from other countries, America don't like immigrants. And that's how they feel in their head. So, you know, when they seeing you, not the fearmonger, I'm not fearmongering, I'm just saying, you got to kind of keep that in mind. And y'all already know about colorism. I discuss colorism all the time on my page. People may not be aware of it because they don't experience it, but it's a real thing. Like I said, always look at the interactions. On top of that, you can go look up the research, the information's out there. Certain people are treated a certain kind of way, even in other countries, even in Africa, where you might see people that look like you. But even then, when we go into the case of Tanzania, I'm pretty sure they close. I think they still got slaves, bro. If I'm not mistaken. So you got to be careful, bro. Or nearby the area. Here we go.
And I just start opening doors. I start panicking. I'm opening doors. I'm trying to get out.
She says a man was behind the wheel.
He's trying to pull me back in the car. I'm yelling, help, help, somebody help me. He's covering my mouth. That's where these scratches are from. He punching me all right here. I don't know if he thought he was going to knock me out, but I kept fighting.
And another thing, ladies, like I said, I know y'all want to hear the story. Hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Ladies, somebody hey, somebody try and grab you, bruh. Once they grab, Ninja, fight for your life, okay? Fight for your life. Bite his hand off. Bite, look. You know what's crazy, guys? Let me tell y'all some game too. You know you're strong enough to bite your thumb. Your teeth are strong enough you can bite somebody's finger off, okay? Not to be weird. Not to be weird.
You need to leave.
Subconsciously, we stop ourselves from eating our hands and all that kind of stuff. Not to be weird, but I gotta say this to reinforce my point. So if somebody ever kidnap you, Ninja, and they try and put their hand around your mouth, you bite as hard as you can. You bite as hard as you can, and you bite their finger off, Ninja, and you run for your life, okay? You fight back, you run for your life. Like I said, shout out to the ladies, man. I hope I never have a daughter, because if I have a daughter, she's gonna have to I'm gonna have to live for a long time, Ninja, and I'm only trying to live to 100. Here we go.
And it was nothing. It had to be angels or something with me for me to. It's a grown man. He's punching me in my face, on my forehead, and both of my eyes. He's punching me. So I'm like, I just kept thinking I gotta get back home to my kids. Like, I just gotta get back home to my kids. So I just kept fighting. We're fighting. He's hitting me. We going blow for blow. He's hitting me. I'm hitting him.
Queen was back at the hotel, the Penthouse Suites Hotel in Tunis. This is from its website. She says they were less than helpful.
And I'm running around the hotel looking for her. And like, bro, y'all want to tell me where she is? Like, what's going on? What's going on? And they started telling me like, oh, she left with this person, or she left with this person, or she made a friend. And I'm like, how can she make a friend? She doesn't speak these languages. I don't know what happened to me.
Yep. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I say this for love, bro. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody that come on my page. I love you if you come to my page. You feel me? Y'all gotta be careful out here in these streets, man. Be careful. Mind yourself. Mind yourself. I learned to be extra careful because I had to move by myself a lot, okay? That's why I say these things. And I know, shout out to the young generation that come to my page and be calling me Unc them. They be calling me Unc them. I'll be like,
But what the hell, boy?
I like, bro, I'm in my 20s. I just been through some shit, and I had to learn how to defend myself. 'Cause I put myself in certain kind of situations. That's it and that's all. But yeah, man, like I say, y'all gotta be careful out here in these streets, bro. Y'all gotta be careful out here in these streets. Let me see. We got 3 more before we're at the main event. Okay, guys, 3 more. First things first, we have, excuse me, I almost threw up in my mouth. God damn, that was disgusting. We have Mayor Adams. Mayor Adams is under fire for appointing a woman who he was supposedly engaging in fornication with to a $160,000 New York City job, Ninja. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm confused why everybody mad, because look at this girl. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, man, when ninjas get them some power, the first thing a ninja think about is, damn, I could have me the baddest of the bad, okay? She's straight, okay? Y'all see her? She's straight. I thought she was AI at first. I thought it was just bullshit, but I think this is real information. Actually, just in case it's not, everything's allegedly. But yeah, this is how the real world works, people. This is how the real world works. So, a man gets some power, he's gonna put pretty women around him. So like I said, when y'all see this shit blow up through the roof, y'all gonna see a bunch of, okay? Shout out to the Eves. Shout out to the Eves. We gonna be up in this thing cooling this shit. You gonna be like, damn, this nigga got all these pretty women around him. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's only right. It's only right once we take it to the roof. All right, last two. First things first, we have Cardi B. We have Cardi B addressing everything that happened. I mean, she already addressed it, but we have her discussing how people aren't ready for what's to come regarding her and her future of her career. Here we go.
Tell you something. Tonight, I'm not listening to Am I the Drama. I'm going to listen to some love songs tonight. Because the way I've been in Vietnam, I need to chill. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go fucking back to Vietnam. And I'm going to let bitches have their fun. Have your fun.
Damn, do y'all see the side? Hey. Damn. Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the pregnant women. Yes, Ersky. Do y'all see? Well, let's continue. Here we go.
But when I say I'm pretty and petty as fuck, hoes think they ready, they ain't ready enough. They're not ready enough. But have your fun, though. I'm going to let you have your fun.
But what the hell, boy?
Poor thing. Twitter must be gassing them heavy, making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready.
Was that a gang threat? Was that a gang threat? That was a gang threat. That was a gang threat. Once she said brim, hey man, shout out to Cardi. Cardi, don't send the Goonies after me. And shout out to the label for unblocking one of my videos. Shout out to the label. It's all love, okay? When y'all hear me talk about y'all, please don't send the goons after me because I don't want y'all to pull up on me talking about what's that shit you was talking. Oh, you try to get gangster? Because I'm going to look at y'all like... So yeah, chill.
Try to threaten this shit all day. Say word.
Oh.
And we know gangsters, killers that'll put a bullet in your head. Broad daylight, headshot for a day.
But why?
What the hell?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, everybody could be gangster or whatever. Just don't touch me, bro. So long as you don't touch me, it's all good.
You want to put a bullet in my head, right?
You can't make it if you ain't about that shit. Yeah?
But you the big homie of them, right?
Feed up, finna feed up. I really give it
feed up. Try to
threaten this shit all day.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Back in the day, I used to think this was cool, bro. I get a little uncomfortable. But shout out to all the gangbangers, drug dealers, and everything of that nature. Hey, man, salute to you ninjas. Do what you do, bro. Just don't do it to me, okay? All right, last thing before the main event. We got Whack 100's wife, Rakita, praising Cardi B's new music, saying that JT's diss at Cardi sounds dated and caused Nicki Minaj to crash out. And shout out to Whack 100's wife. I didn't even know he was married, but shout out to him. He like the brown skinned girls. We do too. Shout out to all the brown skinned women. Here we go.
Cardi ate, okay? She ate. Your diss song was not given diss. It was given like dated, and it was given like jealous, and it was given like very envious. Yeah, that's what it was given, sis. Okay, so I just think that you should like take your L and allow Nicki, miserable, like unhappy, unstable ass to continue to crash out for you and steal your spotlight, and then we'll never notice that you took an L. We'll never notice because Nicki is like crashing out for everybody, okay? Believe me, she like stole the spotlight for sure. Like crash out definitely of the year. Cardi got the album of the year, and Nicki definitely has the crash out of the year. Cardi ate, and it's okay to age grace.
Well, first, let me say something about it. Shit. Shout out to Nicki. Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Nicki and Cardi. And yeah, bro, I mean, shit. You know, they ain't have to do all that. Nicki ain't have to do all that at the same time. I just want to see if there's some truth to what she's saying. Because one thing I'll tell you, y'all don't know how the labels do, and y'all don't know how the music industry really goes. So, yeah, the music industry is very shiesty. People are very grimy. People are very snaky. Even me saying this now, right? If my shit was to blow up tomorrow and all the commercial artists knew about me, they would turn around and blackball me for saying that. Can you imagine? Like, that's just how the game goes.
You need to leave.
You got to be liked by certain people, and if you're not liked, they'll try and on the low, right? On the low, they'll try and like torpedo your career into the dirt. So you just got to be mindful of how you move, and you got to kind of like, it's kind of like high school, you feel me? You got to like fake the funk. I don't really like faking the funk though, but you got to fake the funk and smile in people's face when you don't really like them like that, or you got, you know, it's wax or whatever. But here we go.
Gracefully, Nicki, it's okay to be an auntie. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to kind of kick back and celebrate the younger people or the people that are coming up after us. It's okay to do that. Like, it's okay to say, hey, queen, like, that was dope. It's okay. Like, you can't be it all the time, you know?
Damn, she getting message on message, because that's not me, guys.
It's not your moment all the time, okay? It's not your moment. So learn how to kick back, ladies, and celebrate. Now, if you guys want some lessons on how to do that, next year I'm coming out with another.
All right, man, you get no free promo on my page, okay? Shout out to Whack 100. But yeah, I mean, you know, the music industry will turn you into a narcissist, okay? So you just got to be mindful of how you move and what you do. All right, guys, we're at the main event. Let's discuss, man. Hold up. We got to go. Let's get right into it. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Where is Win? 4, 3, 2, 2. All right, man, main event. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button, answer the poll. Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to 50 months in prison, ninja. Should he have walked free? Should he have walked free? Where are we? All right, man. Damn, it's a lot that happened. Man, I was watching this shit all day in the morning. I'm like, damn, are they going to get this ninja time served? Are they going to let this ninja go? And unfortunately, the reality of the situation is they didn't let him go. All right. Shout out to Cassie. Shout out to Diddy. And shout out to all the victims. We see all victims on the black pill. Shit happens. People get beside themselves. Emotions start raging. Emotions start flying. People act crazy. Where do we start? We'll start here. First things first, we have a former stylist, Deontay Nash, the former stylist for Sean Diddy Combs, who testified against him at his funeral criminal trial earlier this year and filed a lawsuit last week alleging years of physical and sexual abuse, is speaking out in his first sit-down interview. As previously reported, Nash filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles against Combs and his record label, Bad Boy Entertainment, detailing his personally experienced sexual, physical, mental, and emotional abuse at the hands of defendants during his 10-year employment. Excuse me, here we go.
But he's also facing a new lawsuit. Deontay Nash, who testified at the trial and worked as a stylist for the rapper, alleges he suffered years of abuse, which Combs denies. Nash spoke exclusively to Jerika Duncan.
And let us know what you think in the comment section as well, people. Do you think Diddy should have walked free? Do you think Diddy got the right time? Do you think he should get more time? And shout out to everybody that watches on the playback. Y'all know what it is. Here we go.
Puff is chanced out. He's had enough chances. He's right where he needs to be.
Deontay Nash says he worked for Sean Combs from 2008 to 2018, styling Combs and his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. In May, Nash says he was ordered by the court to testify at Combs' criminal trial.
You didn't want to be there to begin with?
I did not.
But you were there because of?
I had to be for Cassie. And for myself.
Last week, Nash filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing the mogul of sexually, physically, and emotionally abusing Nash for a decade.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I mean, like I said, the sounds speak for themselves, bro. What do I say? Allegedly. Everything that you see is allegedly and for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. I don't know what's real. Hey, man, I'm of the opinion that none of this is real. I'm of the opinion that we live in a flashpoint paradox and something happened after COVID and everybody tweaked out and boom, here we are. Past that, if it happens, sad situation. My thing is 10 years, though. You stay for 10 years.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
And there's something to be said about people that have money. Hey, man, ladies and gentlemen, Adams and Eves, pull up to the front of the club. Please form a circle. Now, look, guys, if you come into some money, right? If you come into some real money, you're going to have to assume that you can't really trust anybody, right? Because people are going to try and blur the lines of your relationship. Now, I'm not justifying Diddy's actions. I'm just saying in general, you got to keep that in mind. 2, people are going to push boundaries with you, and you're going to, in turn, for every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. Shout out to science class. You're gonna in turn push boundaries with them. So my advice when you get that money, bro, if you can hide it for as long as you can. At this point, you know, Diddy was a billionaire at the time. You can't really hide that money. Hey, bro, you just got to be mindful. You got to have a check and balance system. Same way the U.S. got a check and balance system. You got to have you a check and balance system. So you got to turn around and have people that check the other people, and then you have people that check those people. Where does it stop? I don't know. If you could keep it in-house, keep it in-house. But other than that, maybe with your kids, I don't know, bro. All I know is everybody was all tweaked out about this shit. Here we go.
The 39-year-old alleges Combs touched him inappropriately, used a homophobic slur more than once to address him, and choked him on multiple occasions.
What the hell? You need to leave. Oh my God, no way.
That ain't funny. I'm just shocked, bro. I'm like, bro, what? Bruh, after the first time, y'all ninjas ain't be like, hey, bro, I can't do this no more, bro. Bro, let a ninja, bro. I have to breathe. Let a ninja choke me, bro. I can't do this because I'm scared I'm gonna end up putting you in the dirt, ninja, okay? Let a ninja choke me on multiple occasions, ninja. We gonna have a problem, ninja. I don't give a damn who you is, ninja. Put your hands around my, oh, man. All right, here we go.
Describe the incident you talk about when he strangled you, you say?
Yes.
What happened?
Which time?
Which time?
You
ninjas are Looney Tunes, bro.
Cassie was shooting a video. I love it. And we went to like a restaurant the night before. He just came in with such a bad attitude. So I just left the room. You know what I mean? And I went outside to smoke a cigarette. Don't know how he found me. My back was turned. The next thing I know, he's coming up to me and grabbing me and choking me and throwing me on the car. Didn't I tell y'all don't need to be going out?
Yeah, nah, bro. Ninja would have got his jaw broke or an elbow to the jaw, bro. I don't care if you a billionaire, ninja. You was gonna have to put me in the dirt, ninja. I'm sorry. You was gonna learn after that. Maybe I shouldn't just push up on people like that. But besides the point, because I don't need to flex my physicality to prove a point, right? I'm just saying, bro. Everybody learn from this. A smart man learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Word to Papa Blac. Hey, bro, don't allow people to play with you like that. I don't give a damn who it is, ninja. It don't matter if they got $1 billion, my ninja. Don't let people play with you, bro. Ladies, are you in here? You too, ladies. Here we go.
But he's also facing a new lawsuit. Deontay Nash.
I guess that's all. Hold on. We have a little bit more, maybe. Hold on. Here we go.
You say you were strangled on several occasions.
Several. Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a point where you thought, I could die?
The whole time.
The whole time?
I said, he gonna kill us.
I ain't laughing. Bruh, the whole time? And you mean to tell me you stayed? Yo, Looney, hey. Like I said, everybody think different. Stockholm Syndrome might be a real thing, you feel me? Shout out to the victims. We see all victims. I'm just saying, bro, that's some nut shit, my ninja. That is some nut shit. So you mean to tell me you stay? Bro, it's like, for example, right? This is what I'm thinking in my head, guys. So you can understand my thought process. I'm thinking, like, it's like I think of a scary movie, right? Like Michael Myers or some shit. So I imagine a ninja that just got a long ass knife, right? Imagine a ninja with a long ass knife and he just walking around me, right? And every now and then he tweak out and he just go like this, right? I know this makes no sense. But listen. So he walking around. He just be walking around me the whole time while I'm around him. When I come to his crib, he let me in. After that, he just walk around me in a circle. Every now and then he tweak out. So I know that one day he could potentially stab me, right? I'm trying to make this make sense. He could potentially stab me one day. And you mean to tell me I stayed there the whole time for 10 years?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, homie, that's homie. I mean, Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know, homie. I can't do that as a man. That's just me, bro. I don't like when people make me feel away. Like, I mean, now I'm here now, but when I was younger, like I said, you get that one chance. After that, if I felt a bad vibe from you, I will slowly dissipate myself from your life. That's just me, though. Here we go.
He is going to kill us.
And shout out to the alphabet people, because you could tell this ninja, I think he played for the same team, ninja. But besides the point, shout out to the LGBTQIA+. Here we go.
In the lawsuit about literally having a to-go bag and cash just in case you had to go into hiding?
Mm-hmm. It has some underwear, some shorts, a tank top, a hoodie, and, you know, just some Vans.
And you say this so casually, like this was normal behavior at that time.
Normal behavior, and it would be like, you know, very normal. This was normal. Very normal behavior, and everybody pacified it.
Hey, we know why everybody pacified it, though. Let me hit that one more time. Let me hit it one last time. That's why they pacified it, but here we go.
So who are we gonna tell? Like, who exactly were we gonna tell?
What? Did you just say that? I'm gonna play this, guys. Don't run away. They're not coming for you. What do you mean, who are you gonna tell? You were gonna tell the police, the FBI. The ninja a billionaire. You tell the police to escalate it to the FBI, ninja. You can reach out to the FBI, ninja. I mean, hey, shout out to the snitch. I ain't no snitch, but I wasn't gonna stay there and let somebody fuck with me like that. Let's continue.
Who we gonna call? Ghostbusters? Like, there was no one there to save us.
You say you were strangled on several.
Hey, so all right. I mean, hey, so shout out to him. He had to say this piece, his piece. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, so fast forward to today. Hold up. We'll give you a little quick rundown. We had Diddy's family arrive at the courthouse. This was Diddy's family. They came to the courthouse. They spoke. His daughters cried. His sons teared up. And they said they need their daddy. They need their daddy. Shout out to the dads everywhere. Let me see. Hold on. We'll let it run for a little bit. Yeah, they came through. Sad situation, man. Like I said, Diddy made some mistakes. And I always tell you guys, there are some mistakes in life you can't come back from. You just got to be careful. You got to be mindful. You got to catch yourself. You have to catch yourself when you're acting a certain kind of way. You feel me? Because if you don't catch yourself, excuse me, it's curtains, my ninja. It's curtains. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got. This was a video. So they had this video that Diddy's defense dropped to show at the sentencing hearing. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Here we go.
What are you giving to the world? I don't think you know, man.
When my baby cries.
You gotta give her a bottle then. Know that you mean something to people. Know that you mean something to people. Like you live somewhere in people's heart. My nose fell off. No, my lip fell off. Thank you. You wear it? This country and this world we live in may have plans for y'all. I didn't listen to that, and I don't want y'all to listen to it either. And I'm happy to say this is our third school we have opened. This official. When we come together as a people, nothing can stop us.
Hey man, shout out to Diddy's lawyers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them niggas was in a bag, ninja. They was in a bag. They was in a bag behind this shit. They was in a bag. Hey, that one touched home, bro. When we come together, we're unstoppable.
But what I want to do with my freedom is, make sure that I can make change. You will change the world.
I've been to hell,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna make it.
you gonna make it, that's right. And I got something for you. Remember I told you I had a present for you?
Yeah. Ain't that pretty?
This is a heart, because you my heart.
Oh,
All right?
okay.
You my heart.
I'm guessing that's his grandmother. Hey man, like I said, the ninjas was in a bag. Hey, look, the next best thing, shout out to Code 47. Reach out to Code 47, ask for that pardon, say it'll look good for the black people if you do it. Let's see what he do.
Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
Damn, these ninjas were in their bag. Whoa. This is some major appeal to pathos, people. Major appeal to emotions. Here we go. Woo! They were in their bag.
Now I'm a full-time dad, and I'm gonna be there for you through everything, all of y'all.
Thank you for loving us. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for inspiring.
Woo!
I've looked up to you and admired you outside of you just being my father, just you being just a great human being, a kind human being.
I love how you inspire me to keep going, to never stop following my dreams, though.
What do y'all think, bruh? Damn. What do y'all think? I'm gonna tell y'all what the comments say. You know the comments, they cold. They ice cold in the comments, bro. Here we go.
Even myself.
See your foot, put in that middle part.
Yeah, I did.
I wanted to tell you how much I love you, how much I care for you. Thank you for being so supportive.
And damn, his daughters look just like him. That's crazy.
Of me and my siblings' dreams, for always encouraging us to go for whatever we want.
We love you. We can't wait to make more memories with you. Just want to thank you for everything you do for us. Yes, and we're going to your love more than you think.
I
love you.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. Love you so much.
Ooh.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh, damn, they went hard, bro. They went hard. They went hard. Yeah, they went hard. All right, so look. So this what the comments say. Listen to this, people. So did he think about other people's daughters when he was abusing them? That's one. Let's see what else. Only way Diddy should be in prison is if Cassie is right there with him. She hired and paid the escorts, not Diddy. Cassie simply got immunity from the feds. Let's see what else. Free this man. If Cassie ain't getting locked up too, free Diddy. You get no sympathy from me in my Major Pain voice. Oh my God, let Diddy come home. He needs help, but he has done a lot of good in the world. Facts. Excuse me. They forgot to show the full unedited video where he berates his staff and degrades women. What kind of family man does that? Was he being a nice dad or thinking about his kids at all during everything he did? How would he feel if someone beat one of his daughters the way he did Cassie? Facts. That was facts.
You need to leave.
Yep, he was going to put them ninjas in the dirt. Jeffrey Epstein received an 18-month sentence in 2008 for state-level prostitution charges with minors, but he died by offing himself in jail, allegedly in 2019, before facing federal fornication trafficking charges. He was sentenced to 18 months in a county jail, but served only 13 months, with much of that time spent in a work release program. This allowed him to leave jail 6 days a week for 12 hours a day to work at his office. So what the F y'all think Diddy should get all these years for the actual charges he was convicted of? And this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. We live in a society that's biased. Gentlemen, if you look like me, pull up to the front of the club, please, and form a circle. If you look like me, you got to measure twice to cut once, because in the society we live in, shout out to the American society, you are a target, especially when you become a man of means, or you come into some money. And the reason why is because the society we live in wasn't necessarily designed for you to have money. It is what it is. I'm not here to cry about it. Shout out all the racist people that find their way to my page, Ninja. We call a spade on here, okay? Smoke mirrors truth. Take the proverbial black pill and see for yourself. All right? So gentlemen, if you look like me, when it comes to your male counterparts of a lighter complexion, they're going to get away with more than you. It doesn't matter how much money you got, because at the end of the day, not all money is good money. And when it comes to your money, not saying that it's not good, but they may not want to take your money, or they'll take your money, but still try and prove their point at the end of the day. Like I said, we got to drop gems, because I've had to realize these things in my own life too. I've seen people try to make me work twice as hard when I demonstrated that I have the propensity and or capacity to do whatever it is more than my peers. I've had certain jobs where they've told me I was overqualified to get the job. Can you imagine? And I'm in my 20s. This is when I'm younger. So imagine I'm like a young kid, you know, just trying to find a way, and people are telling me to my face I'm overqualified to do a job. Right? And I have no experience. And I'm sitting there like, how am I overqualified? That was them politely telling me, we don't like you. We don't want you here. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all some real game. What else? I've had certain situations where I've had people tell me, you know, I might have cracked a joke with somebody. Oh, you're a clown. You clown too much. Oh, you know, we don't need that here. So then y'all see me always putting on this meme mug, very straightforward, because I've been in these situations. So I'm just letting y'all know what it is. It is what it is. And I'm not defending Diddy. I'm just letting y'all know to keep that in mind when you move out here and you mob through these streets. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah, so long story short, like I said, we bringing you back through everything. Answer the poll. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button. We have Lauren LaRosa. Before Diddy got sentenced, this is what was said by Lauren.
All right, y'all. So really quick, I just wanted to, we're on a lunch break. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. First of all, let me just say, people are asking, the minute I walked out of court, people were asking me, what's the feeling in there? Like, what's the temperament in the court? The last, I would say, in the beginning of court, so the first few hours, it feels like Diddy about to get the book thrown at him, if I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I think, you know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration here. I think the fact that the judge says, hey, even though he was acquitted of, you know, all those things that relate to that RICO and everything that he didn't get hit with charge-wise, that didn't stick, you can consider that when having a conversation about certain things moving forward, you know, as you're talking about sentencing, because the judge's point was we wouldn't have ended up here at prostitution if it wasn't for certain things that had to do with some of the charges he was acquitted.
And that right there, That right there should be enough to get him out, people. Did you hear that right there? That right there should be enough to get him out, because that means the judge was biased against him, right? Technically, or by technicality, right? The judge was biased against him when it comes to charges he was acquitted for.
What the hell?
You can't do that.
Oh
You can't do that.
God, no way.
You can't do that. And that's why I say justice is not black and white. Justice is gray. And the reason why justice is gray is because when you sit there and look at it, it's at the discretion of your peers. And your peers may or may not be biased unless they expose themselves as such. Like, hey, you know, this is how I feel about it when it comes to this particular situation. You'll never know. But if the judge actually came out and said that, technically you were biased, and that's why they have an appeal, and that's why they probably will be filing for an appeal. Because yeah, all them things happened, but at the same time, when you include the domestic violence video and what happened, not like I said, no shade to Cassie, shout out to Cassie, hopefully she's doing well, she's raising her baby. You can't include that if that's not the charges that he's being brought up on, regardless of if you've seen the video, didn't see the video. That makes you biased, and that's the whole thing that I was talking about when this case first started. When this case first started, I kept saying, bruh, how is Diddy supposed to get a fair trial when the court of public opinion already found him as guilty because they let out that video? Now, it would have been different if they dropped that video after the case was done, but they dropped it before the case, and then they started the case to try and get him, and he still beat some of the charges. Most of the charges, actually, 67% if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Lauren Brown self. Here we go.
They talked a lot about the force, the coercion, the fear that they, are saying that Diddy and put into these women, and put into Jane, and put into Cassie, which made them do things that they did not want to do. The judge specifically mentioned Diddy threatening to not pay for Jane's home where her kids stayed. The judge mentioned Diddy texting Cassie and threatening to leak sex tapes. All things that there were hard evidence of, even though those charges did not stick, right? So the minute you hear that, because what they're having a conversation about right now is like it's the guidelines, the sentencing guidelines, and what can you lean on or what is the court going to lean on, and what is the court allowed to lean on?
And like I said, man, shout out to Lauren, Pretty Self. Shout out to Lauren. Yeah, like I said, bro, what it's going to come down to is the court's going to make a statement, because the court of public opinion sways the court of law. And if you don't know, look at the current state of affairs in America, right? I mean, I digress from that conversation. But yeah, I mean, I've told y'all guys, if you don't believe me, I'm gonna continue to say this. Women run the world. Women run the world, and I can say this now because it's gonna make sense. Women run the world. We live in a gynocracy, right? I've said this before, and I got heat for this. I said it before everybody started blowing up on social media talking about women and relationship dynamics and shit like that. I wasn't the first one, but I'm saying, like, when it came to my peers, I became aware of what was going on, and it's not a bad thing. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, if you're in here, put a 1 in the chat, right?
Hello.
It's not a bad thing. The problem is, like I always say, I've said this term just so in case y'all ever hear somebody say it like that, you heard it from your boy first. Men are in control men are in shackles by the women that they've dealt with. Because if you've dealt with a woman in a certain kind of way, you got to kind of walk it's a line you draw. You got to walk that line. If you tip over on one side, tip over on the other side, you do some shit you're not supposed to do. Now she has leverage over you. Is that a bad thing? I think it's a double-edged sword. It's not per se a bad thing, but it's not a good thing, because it's like a check and balance system. Like I said, so if you turn around, and I don't do this, I'm just saying, you turn around, you smack a girl, smack her in her shit for talking to you crazy. You just pop.
You need to leave.
Now she has leverage over you. Because now, guess what? Hey, I'm going to tell the police you smacked me. Give me some money. Or, hey, you smacked me. I'm going to go call my family. Now they finna fuck you up. So, you keep these things in mind. So that's why I tell you, gentlemen, and shout out to the ladies too. Because ladies, if you didn't know, shout out to the gay community. Lesbian relationships are some of the most violent relationships. If you never heard that.
What the hell?
I don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, no way.
I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. So women, when it comes to the men who are in power, even the men in power are shackled by the people that they deal with. Because if you deal with somebody in the wrong way and you don't keep it professional, You don't keep it courteous at all times, you can be got. Either you're going to get aimed at for your money. You become a target, like I said. That's what it comes down to. And if you don't move properly, you don't treat everybody with respect and kindness, Ninja, you will get got out here in these streets. So you got to be careful. Here we go.
They're taking it from both sides. They're looking at, here's what the prosecution is asking for us to consider, to think about. Here's what Diddy's team is asking us to consider and think about. And here's everything that each side is saying we don't want you to consider or think about, right? But then at the same time, right, you have, Diddy's team who gets up there, and Nicole Westmoreland broke down in tears. His attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, broke down in tears. And people are always like, why you refer to her as the Black woman attorney? And here I'm going to do so because I feel like it's important to do so, right? And I'll explain why. So Nicole Westmoreland she's a Black woman attorney from Atlanta. It's also been, a thing and a conversation about the fact that she is a sexual violent or sexual assault survivor, right? She broke down in tears talking about what Diddy means to his family, to the Black community, the strides that he's made as like the first Black man to do several different things, and just how he's used all of his power, all of his fame to help people.
Let's stop there. Like I said, regardless of how people feel, and I said this before when this case first started, y'all can go back to our old streams, Diddy, Jay-Z, and the Dark Side of Fame. Go on my page and look up those streams. I was telling y'all, there's something to be said about us watching the fall of prominent Black men in real time. This has been going on for the last few years. And like I said, when it comes to our male counterparts of a lighter complexion, for some odd reason, they're not held to the same standards. You might hear something about it in the press, it's gone. Perfect example. It was this white guy. He was sexually assaulting men. I forget where he's from. I think he was the head of some company. I don't want to say I don't know if it was Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know. This is allegedly. Like I said, if I don't know, my bad. I'm monetized now, so they'll sue a ninja. I don't know what it was, but yeah, he was assaulting supposedly the ninja, whoever it was, some blonde man, white man, blonde hair. He was assaulting boys, and he got time. This ninja got like a good amount of years. He got some time. You don't hear about it no more. But like I said, the problem with the Black community, and I think the mistakes we made, and I'm saying the community, the whole diaspora, shout out to the FBAs and all that kind of bullshit or whatever. Shout out to the American Black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trolling. But yeah, I think the mistake we made as a diaspora, one, we're not monolithic in our thinking. Two, the problem is we allowed other communities to look at our community and shine a light on our community, and we allow them to do so proudly, right? Whereas other communities protect their own. And like I said, guys, I'm not trying to cause a divide. I'm just aware of what's going on. So for example, shout out to the Mexican people. I'm pretty sure, Mexican people like to say the N-word, right? I'm using them as an example, but all you ninjas say the N-word. Let's just start there. But follow me, guys. So Mexican people like to say the N-word. But if I was to go to a Mexican person and be like, what's up, SA? Them ninjas would look at me like this, ninja.
What the hell?
That's how they look at me, bro.
Oh my God.
So like I said, take that same idea and extrapolate off of it. All the other communities and groups of people protect their own, whereas the Black community likes to throw their own, cast their own out to the wolves. And when shit happened to them, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Now, I'm not saying to protect an abuser. I'm saying we should have found a way. And like I said, this is what I'm saying goes back hundreds of years. We should have found a way to create our own discipline within our community, as such as other communities do, right? So, in Mexico, if you do some shit you ain't supposed to do, and this is a very poor example, but I'm gonna use this example. If you do some crazy shit, they're gonna beat you to death. Okay, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, they're gonna beat you to death in front of the village for everybody to see. So I'm not saying that extreme, but I'm saying like, we should have found a way to create discipline within our own communities so that way people wouldn't throw each other under the bus and shit like that. Anyways, besides the point, I'm just rambling, but that's how I feel personally. And you could correct me if I'm wrong. We can disagree to agree. Here we go.
Not a person that has just disregarded people in the way the prosecution wants you to believe. But here's the thing. Before Westmoreland got up there and began to cry, and I think, and the reason why I brought up the fact that she's a Black woman on the team doing so is because none of the white attorneys could have did that. For me, in my opinion, I understood why she was doing it, but I felt like after the hours of, it was so clear, in my opinion, that the judge, he doesn't believe that Diddy is as remorseful as he should be. The judge specifically pointed out, because Diddy was asking, you know, for sentencing to be taken easy on him because he has been remorseful to the court. He's asking several different things, but that was one of them, right? I'll get more into that later. But the judge is like, look, you've been remorseful and you've apologized for things. You haven't even, and you've admitted to things, yes, but you have yet to even admit to what you were actually convicted of, which was the prostitution charges. Nor have you apologized for that.
And that's the fine line right there, because at the end of the day, he wasn't actually prostituting. No disrespect to Cassie, but he wasn't actually prostituting Cassie. Like, he didn't actually make, I could be wrong, minus the fact that he threatened to leak the tapes, he didn't actually make bread. Like, he didn't make money off of the videos. As far as I know, if they know otherwise, okay. Now, he used those videos to control and shit like that, whatever the case may have you. But the way it works, and even then, him recording the videos, if they have some kind of agreement, ultimately, it becomes corn. It becomes corn, not to say it like that, but yeah, it becomes corn. It becomes corn, but yeah, so as far as I know, he ain't make bread off the videos, or if they probably would have leaked. What else? Yeah, so he wasn't per se prostituting, prostituting Cassie. He was buying prostitutes, my bad, YouTube, please don't ban me. He was buying prostitutes for him and Cassie. And like I said, that's a different kind of lifestyle. Rich ninja-ish, that's a different life. You feel me? But yeah, so I don't really know if he was prostituting Cassie. And then they was traveling because he could travel as a billionaire. He just traveled. And I'm not saying it's justify him, right? I'm just saying that's what they said. That's what they said in the deliberations and stuff. Here we go.
So no, I'm not going to say, oh my God, he's so remorseful to the court. I want to make sure we take this light. No. And while the judge is talking about what they're able to use, and, you know, these attorneys are like, I mean, Brian Still's head was in his hands. His face was in his hands, like in disbelief almost. You had two of Diddy's attorneys stand up, Shapiro and Teeny Yergo stand up and talk about how being able to use anything he was acquitted of, how harshly that's going to impact his sentencing.
Yep, and the reason why is because it's not to say it's unfair, because life is unfair, but it becomes unfair because he was acquitted of the charges. You can't even bring up those charges. He already got found not guilty, but besides the point.
The judge used the word, it would be non-consequential because you can only use it when having conversation around how we arrived to the actual things he was charged with, right?
Ooh, that's a loophole, goddamn. That is a loophole. It would be non-consequential, as in it wouldn't be factored in because you're using it in conversation. You're not using it as, oh, he's guilty. You're using it as, we did it in logic class, like basically as the, what is it, if then statement. You're using it as how you got to the conclusion. If this happened, so because this happened, then this happened, if that makes sense. So you're using it as, hey, we're using it in conversation to get us to how we arrived here at court today. Just because you were found not guilty doesn't mean we can't use it to get us to how we got to court today, to follow the storyline, right? Because if we don't follow the storyline, it won't make sense how we got here, regardless of if you were found guilty or not guilty. We already know you're not guilty, but because this happened, this is why we're here today. Yeah, that's a loophole, bro. And that's why I tell y'all, bro, and I'm saying this, I don't know the law. I mean, I know of the law, but I don't know the law. Shout out to the attorneys and the lawyers. I told y'all before, y'all don't even know what's the difference between an attorney and a lawyer, okay? So look, you think you know the law. You don't actually know the law. Even me, I think I know the law. No, I don't know the law. What y'all hear in the English dictionary, there's a law, a legal dictionary. It is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Everything else is completely different. The jargon, the words, completely different. Here we go.
Which honestly, in my opinion, I'm like, there's no way that you only use it for certain things. And this is those things that you're talking about when it comes to force, coercion, the beating of the women, that all speaks to character. It's hard to not consider that when you're making a determination on sentencing. And Teeny Garagos made a good point. She said, hey, I just want to put on record, you said the word non-consequential. Can we please discuss, like, yes, it is. And the judge corrected himself. He said, you know, my bad if that's the word I use, but I want to be specific when I say, you know, here is how I imply for for us as the court to be able to use anything he was acquitted of in sentencing. And the way that I am thinking about this and the way that it should be set up based on previous case law is not when it comes to the conversation of sentencing guidelines, but solely to understand how we arrived here. And the reason
Hey, I'm happy because look, guys, you see this video is long. I didn't watch this video. I'm happy that I'm able to break this down because a lot of y'all would think that I'm just a dummy. You know, I'm a black ninja playing on the internet. Like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's funny because Lauren's repeating what I just said. So shout out to Lauren. Yeah. I know y'all would think I'm making this up. No, I'm not the dumbest ninja out here in these streets. I'm pretty, you know, I got a big brain, okay? Hit the like button, answer the poll. Here we go.
Why I keep saying that is because the judge is arguing and the court is believing that in order for Diddy to be convicted of prostitution charges, he had to be able to coerce the women. He had to be able to put fear in the women.
Man, like I said, we ain't gonna beat a dead horse, no pun intended, but yeah, man, should that ninja have walked free? I feel like they set that ninja up, ninja. Once she said the non-consequential part, bro, I was like, oh shit, that's some fucked up shit. And that's, excuse my French, but that's what happened, bro. That's why I tell you, bro, if you look like me, stay out of jail, stay out of prison, stay away from the court system. The court system is not your friend. When you're judged by a jury of your peers, I'm always going to ask you this. You know, let's say you come into some money. If you're judged by a jury of your peers, and shout out to my white brothers and sisters and everybody else, right? Are your jury of peers going to look like you? That's what you got to ask yourself. Don't put yourself in a position where you got to deal with that. Like I said, I could pull up more information. You already know Diddy was found guilty. Let us know what you think in the comment section. He got 4 years and 2 months. I think he'll get out earlier for good behavior. Maybe they'll get the appeal going, who knows? But just like Tory Lanez, and shout out to the Umbrellas, they finna make that ninja sit, okay? They gonna make that ninja sit to send a message, and it's sending a message to all the men. Hey man, you'll never have that much power in today's society. So yeah, this gonna change the way dating works. And when it comes to ninjas with money, hopefully you ninjas with money start moving smarter and don't be trying to put a girl on your program and all that kind of shit. That shit is dead, bro. I told y'all, look, gentlemen, I've said this before, shout out to the ladies. Women belong to the game, ninja. You know what the game is? Do y'all want to know what the game is? Hey, man, I shouldn't even give out this information. Y'all got to donate, bro. I'm giving y'all free game. The game is whatever government of whatever country they are living in. That's it for today's show, people. Okay? These girls is not yours. These girls belong to the government, ninja. They don't belong to you, ninja. Ninja, even if you marry a woman, that woman belonged to the government of the country she live in, my ninja. At least in the case of the American society, the Western civilization and shit like that. Past that, let us know what you think in the comment section, man. Shout out to everybody effing with me. Shout out to everybody that's been effing with me since day 1. Shout out to everybody that's been effing with me since day 2. Shout out to everybody that's been effing with me since today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody that got us monetized on YouTube. Now we got the AdSense going, so y'all is going to see ads. I'm sorry. I got to get to this paper. It's the only way I make the show better. Hit the like button, hit the hype button, donate if you appreciate what I'm doing. Let me know how I could be better. Constructive criticism only. If you don't like my content, hit the block button, ninja. We don't want you here. Shout out to the core. If you want to be part of the core, sign up for our memberships. I'm going to start posting exclusive content there. Shout out to the rest of you know, the platforms. I'm probably gonna be on my gaming page, Black Adam Gaming. Y'all go follow that page. I might do a gaming stream tonight. I might pop shit on Call of Duty. I gotta go get an HDMI splitter. I'm about to go do that right now. That's why we're ending earlier, else I'll still be on here. Past that, hey man, the clothes. We coming out with them clothes. Man, hey, bro, we putting in that work, bro. I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this, ninja. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then even the membership's gonna get exclusive content. One of the exclusive drops I'm gonna start giving y'all is some of my music. I got music in the vault and I got new music on the way. I was like, damn, should I drop it? I'll let y'all hear some of my old shit. And then, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all some new shit, or y'all gonna get the new shit first before the rest of the people. Even then, the extra bread that we get from here, we're gonna use it to put back into my career. Y'all gonna start seeing videos and shit. Yeah, I got a lot planned, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. Shout out to them ninjas that's beefing with me. Shout out to the game bangers, the Suwoos, the Bloods, the Cousins, and all that. Ninja, please don't. I got a lot going for myself, ninja. I'm sorry if you got offended by what I said. I love you. It's all love. Like Diddy said, I love it all, man. No pun intended. Anyways, we out of here, man. I'm back in here tomorrow. Maybe because I'm not really supposed to come in here anymore on the weekends. I'm supposed to focus on my other content. So maybe I'll be in here. Maybe I won't. Past that, y'all just gotta tune in. Y'all turn on y'all notifications, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, man. Deuces.